Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Adam Wolf, and today I've got a very, very special announcement for everyone. I really hope that this goes well because I am really excited to announce a new series. As you guys know, since the change of the channel's name and branding from Gamers Platform to Full Spec Studios, I've mentioned that there are projects that I'd like to take on that take more time, that require more time to put together. And while, my editing, as you guys know, isn't really like super in-depth as some other YouTubers, I was feeling a lack of creativity in the world of making videos. I didn't feel like a content creator. I was just somebody following a trend, or at least trying to follow trends like trailer reactions and reaction videos in general, and gameplay videos and stuff like that. And while I will say that I've had this resurgence of wanting to actually continue on with Skyrim No Fast Travel Challenge and actually bring back the lore of it all with World of Warcraft, thanks to being shouted out in another YouTuber's channel, that's sort of like secondary stuff as opposed to things that I actually want to genuinely create and hope that actually you guys end up liking them. And I'm happy to say that the first major project is underway, and I finished the first video. Now, as some of you might know already, that Amazon has an audiobook service called Audible. And while it's cool, there's a lack of free audiobook services out there, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong, leave a comment down below. I figured, why not take things that I love, video games, music, and books, and put them all together? Because, believe it or not, the majority of video games that you see, a lot of the major video game series, Halo, Mass Effect, Splinter Cell, or Tom Clancy in general, the games come with complementary book series, usually written by the same writer of said games, but it can differ. Obviously, Tom Clancy came first, and then the games came afterwards. So, it kind of goes in reverse order sometimes. A lot of you, of course, are way too young to remember this. I'm certainly too young because they weren't around, especially by my time. But back in, I think, the 50s, I want to say, there were these things called radio dramas. And so they would act out scenes and, entire sketches out on the radio because television wasn't really a thing in everybody's home. So radio dramas, maybe it was even earlier than that, but like earlier than the 50s. But, radio dramas were a big deal. And I figured, if I'm going to do this, I could do it in that kind of style where, there'd be effects taking place, like affecting my voice, adding in sound effects, here and there. Like, say if there's a big battle scene, I would play the appropriate sound effects, like, gunshots or whatever, and then the appropriate music. And I wouldn't be using just any music. This would actually be the specific soundtrack to that particular game. So it'd be very curated in a way that, kind of really makes it come alive. Now, I will stress that I need to work on my acting, but I am trying to do different voices for different characters, and some of the characters might sound very similar. And my reading skills, I can read, obviously, but I've never seen anything in this book before. I think I read it a long time ago. I didn't finish it. I got it like halfway through it, and so I'm seeing these sentences, these words, and these paragraphs for the first time in many years. So it takes a few tries to get the tone and things down that the way that I want them to sound. So things are going to be a little bit janky at the beginning, but hopefully I can iron that out, and as we go along here, things will get better. And whether or not this series, this project, I can't even call it a series, but whether or not it's it goes well in terms of viewership, I think I'm still just going to keep doing it because I like the idea, and I had fun actually making this first video. So I hope you guys like it too. And just to treat you guys to a little snippet of what you're going to be getting, I'm going to show you a little bit right now. And I really hope you guys enjoy the new series to come out on Full Spectrum Studios, Story Mode.
Approaching Arcturus, disengaging FTL drive core.
Rear Admiral John Grissom of the Alliance, the most famous man on Earth and its 3 fledgling interstellar colonies, glanced up briefly as the voice of the SSV New Delhi's helmsman came over the shipboard intercom. A second later, he felt the unmistakable deceleration surge as the vessel's Mass Effect field generators wound down and the New Delhi dropped from faster-than-light travel into speeds more acceptable to an Einsteinian universe. The ghostly illumination of the familiar, red-shifted universe spilled in through the cabin's tiny viewport, gradually cooling to more normal hues as they decelerated. Grissom hated the viewports. Alliance ships were purely instrument-driven. They required no visual references of any kind. But all vessels were designed with several tiny ports and at least one main viewing window, typically on the bridge, as a concession to antiquated romantic ideals of space travel. The Alliance worked hard to maintain these romantic ideals. They were good for recruitment. To people back on Earth, So I hope you enjoyed that little snippet into the series. I really hope that you guys will actually enjoy this as much as I enjoy making it. Be sure to check out the channel on, well, tomorrow. Friday, April 28th, 2023. The first video, first episode, first chapter, whatever you want to call it, of Story Mode will release. And I really hope you guys enjoy it because I really want to keep making this for you guys. And definitely let me know. Definitely let me know. Give me some feedback on what you like, what you don't like. Constructive criticism is, as always, very welcome. And yeah, I can't wait till you guys get to check out the full episode on Friday. So be on the lookout. But until then, I'm Adam Wolf, and I'll see you guys in the next one.